It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Denver. It's the Steelers and the Broncos on Sunday Night Primetime.
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it should be a great one, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Denver Broncos. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round, standing 6'5". It's Josh Allen.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Second down in the yard. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Allen to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within 1 quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career. This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Goff now to throw. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. There's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's Allen. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. Allen. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And he will have a Steelers 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. first and 10, it's Hall. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Here's Hall again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And now they'll throw with Allen. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Allen going to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. In a game of this magnitude, it's always good to get out to a great start, but a game of this magnitude, you go up early, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. Psychologically, you now have the advantage as well as on the scoreboard. And also, it's a settling effect for your team. You're in it now. You've got the lead. Let's just go play some more ball.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now it's Goff. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Here's Goff. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Goff now looks to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Again, it's Achane. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Able to slither. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Devon Achane from 19 yards away. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of the route, too.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll run with Hall. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Reek Woolen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll give to Hall. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing now is Allen. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. And that is incomplete here.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. Allen off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. Allen, nifty footwork. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They'll run with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A pretty big play now in this AFC championship. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it here with Hall. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as they'll try for the field goal. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Here's Goff.
And a little floater there is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now Goff. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. 1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Louis.
On 4th down, Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half.
And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Johnson's got it complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
The final shot before break here. Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Finding space at the 40.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Let's look back to the NFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Atlanta Falcons are heading back to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this AFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Godden. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay,
Both
Coach, thanks as always. This one's still
anyone's game as we welcome you back. Which one will lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy? To find out, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Now Goff looking to change the play. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll fire deep looking for more. And it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now Hall to start the drive.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. Here's Allen to throw it. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Smith and Jigba with a grab.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line.
Paul on to give up the middle.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Hall.
And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
They'll try to run with Hall.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hall again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Breece Hall
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Steelers add 6 to their lead.
Allen will try to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Goff now to throw.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And quickly they get to the line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. play fake, and it's Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10.
Goff now looking to throw.
Throw caught by Achane.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Goff. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Taysom Hill, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos have got it back to within a score.
Goff looking to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Allen going to throw.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Straight ahead is Hall. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Here's 3rd and 3.
Allen.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Gone.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Down the left sideline. Inside the 10.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Devon Achane
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Broncos have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as... And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession.
When you talk to these guys in training camp, these are the moments they say they live for. You're in a playoff game. It's tied, 4th quarter. Time for somebody to step up.
And can you execute under pressure? Because the pressure is intense right now. No one wants to be responsible for making the error that costs their team. But at the same time, who's going to be responsible for making the play that gives the advantage to your team? Who's going to break out? Just what you said.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7.
Allen now looks to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Josh Hines-Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 19. To throw, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 18.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field.
And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 2.
Value 3. Value 1.
Back to throw, Goff. Got his man, it's Williams. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. Here's Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. To the air again, Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. Now Goff. And that'll be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
Hey, Shell.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Achane here. They stay on the ground.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
They'll run. Achane.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And the kick is good. He got it. And with that, they are off to the Super Bowl. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.